Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Danny's Life and Travel. And today I want to talk to you about my shares. Just a quick update on what's happening with them. Like I did a couple of weeks back, I think I talked about how I gave myself 6 months worth of living expenses, and anyway, I apologize for the light. So I gave myself 6 months worth of living expenses, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try and make investing in shares a success. So so far what I've done is, I put my money in. The shares went down for like a good month, but in the past few days, they've been going up. So as you can see on this chart here, they had earnings here. It was on January 31st. Let me see on my calendar. So there you go, January 31st, they had earnings, and so that was here on the chart, and then you have that spike up. That's 16% in a day, and then it went up a little, and now it's gone sideways. So it's looking good. So at that point I got all the money back that I was losing. At that point I'm making a little bit of money. Now it's gone sideways, so still in profit. So it's looking good at the moment. Now, what's my thinking around this? Why am I still in it? At this point, people say, well, look, you've made a little bit of money, get out, right? Day trading, you do that. That's true. You make a little bit of money and you walk away. But I'm not doing that because I have a theory, I have an idea. So right now, AMD is going to be launching the Ryzen CPU. That's in March. March this year. So it's about a month away. So early part of March, and then I think by the end of I think about 3 months later after that, they're going to launch the Vegas GPU, which is the graphics processor. So now I had this calculation that I did, and I seem to agree with the comments of this poster on here. So basically there was a calculation about where the price is going to go. So firstly, the target is to be profitable. I checked that. That's one of the targets for 2017. So they're going to be consistently profitable in 2017. That's what they're trying to do. And they achieved all the targets for last year, so I think they can do it for this year as well. And then if you look at their competition, so right now Intel owns, they have 98% of the server market, right? And Nvidia, AMD only has like 2%. And with the new Ryzen CPU, and I think they're going to have another CPU later on in the year as well. But with the Ryzen CPU, they will get a share of the server market. That, and also they've already got deals with Alibaba and Google as well. So these are huge customers. So even if they take, let's say they take 5%, we take a conservative number, let's say 5% of the market share away from Intel. So let's say Intel's market cap is 173 billion, and you've got Nvidia's market cap is 61 billion. So if they take away 5% of the market cap from Intel, it comes to 8.65 billion. Okay. And then they've got the GPU launch in 3 months later after that. So Nvidia is the main competitor on that, and they're already taking market share away from Nvidia on the gaming side. So my thinking on that is that even if they take 5% from Nvidia's market cap, which is 61 billion, is 3.05 billion, and then if you add it all together, it comes to 9.7 billion. And if you add that to the market cap currently of AMD, which is 11.34 billion, you get to 21.04 billion. And then if you break it down, you think, what would the share price be at that point? It'd be about $20. It's at about 12.2, I think 12.20, something like that right now. So it'd be at $20 at that time, right? So there are other points where some people say that it's sort of been priced in. I don't think that's true because it jumped up by 16%. It wouldn't have done that. It would have probably jumped up by maybe 5 or 7%, something like that. It would have been a lot slower, gradual upward. if people are cautious or uncertain or something like that, I think. So I think it hasn't been priced in to that extent. The other thing I think about is forward projection, because a lot of the stocks, I learned this with Facebook when I was investing in Facebook, that it's very forward projecting. So people are looking ahead at 2-3 quarters in the future, and then they are thinking, where will the price be then? And based on that, they are investing now, right? So they do that, and I saw this clearly when Facebook had the earnings. I think it was in September, October time last year, and the shares dropped, and they dropped because it wasn't because they had a bad quarter. They had a good quarter, but the forward guidance was negative. So the CFO said that they will have a meaningful slowdown in the next quarter, which was this quarter, right? That's what he said. Said you can have a meaningful slowdown, and he actually stuck to that. So when they had the earnings a few days ago, he stuck to the same view that they're gonna have a meaningful slowdown, and the expenses are gonna go up by 50% in 2017, and the revenues are going to decline meaningfully in 2017, right? So its future is negative, even though the present is very good. They're making good money in this quarter and so on. So because of all this, the price fell down. I remember it was at least 10% or 20%. It went down. So it's huge, when it goes down like that. And I took a hit for 10%, and I got out of it, and I went on and I invested in, I think, Nvidia, and made 10% on that. So I got my money back. But the key thing here is that they are forward projecting, and I think with AMD it will forward project. Even if you're looking at November time, it will probably forward project by 3 quarters, so about 9 months. And in 2018 they have a new architecture coming out, a new CPU GPU lineup, I think. But basically they're going on the 7 nanometer architecture. So it's a new going to be a new fabrication from Global Foundries, and they're already working on it right now with them. So that's positive news. So no matter what the competitors do, it's going to go there. So when it prices in the 7 nanometer architecture, meaning that they're going to beat again all the competitors, then you have the price either being $20 a share or higher, right? What this means is basically, if you get in now, or you got in, say, a few days ago, basically from January 17th or something, you are essentially likely to double your money, right, within the year. It'll be either within the year or by the end of the year. It's a very high percentage chance. I put it at 80-90% chance that you will double your money based on that information. So that's my thoughts on AMD. I am going to make another video about banking, and how you can make more money from that. I did a video earlier this week, but I just wanted to give you guys an update where I am with my share deal. So currently, as you can see, we are here. So we expect it to go a lot. I expect it to go a lot higher. There are some people who've said that on technical analysis of the chart itself, right? If you have a look at it, and let me see if I can do 1 month one. It's daily. So basically, what they're saying is, it looks like, go back to 3 month one. It looks like that this is they're doing it's like a head and shoulders thing. So you have, these are the shoulders, that's the head, that's the second shoulder, and it's going up. So they expected it to go up because it was building a shoulder. So basically that's what the technical guys are saying, and they're saying it is headed to 15.442, which means you're still making money, a good chunk of cash, if it goes there. So I'm not afraid. I'm not second guessing myself at the moment. So it's looking good. Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in and to listen to me talk. And let me know what you think. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.